Morning ladies and gentlemen, Jesta Oz here out at the kind of dry Rubyvale. We're set up camp here at Middle Ridge, which is one of the GPAs out here, or fossicking areas. We get the camping permit on the website, so if you go to the Department of Resources website, I think the same place you get your fossicking license, you can apply for a camping permit. So you get to pick the area. Some parks obviously you cannot camp in, this is one you can, so we decided to come out, set up camp for a week in the middle of the forest. The kids are loving it, we unplugged them. So yeah, we're just out here. We're gonna hopefully get this sun to dry the ground out a bit. There's a creek just behind us I want to go down and check out now. One thing I will say is I am brand new to this, and I want to give a big thank you to the lady that I ran into yesterday who gave me a heap of pointers on where to start, what to look for. I didn't even know what a raw sapphire looked like, but it's like a piece of glass. I'll show you guys during the video at some stage. But for now, because there's water down in the creek, I'm going to go do a couple of test pans and get my detector out, because I am a gold guy. I got to see if there's gold in Rubyvale, alright? I'll see you soon. I'll just hit you guys with this bit of info. So when we drove into Middle Ridge, we had a bit of a look around. Now the ground at the lower part seems sandy for the most part. There is Policeman's Knob, which is to my south in that direction, which has actually a lot of volcanic rock or basalt as well, which has come from the original volcano. I believe the sapphires was formed in the volcanic rock or was pushed up through the earth, just like gold. And yeah, very interesting. I'll tell you more about it as I know it. But what I've noticed here, the ground is very, very similar to the ground I got back at Warwick, or I would get somewhere in a gold field. Got a lot of broken quartz, obviously very old stone, a lot of iron through it, you can tell by the colours. So to me, this looks like gold ground, and I have to go and have a look in the creek. So it's actually something I see quite a lot of on the forums. You know, is there gold in Rubyvale? Is there gold in Sapphire? Now, Sapphire and Rubyvale itself, it's roughly about 100k south of Claremont. Now, I know a few gold guys out there have heard of Claremont. You know, there is good gold in Claremont still being discovered today. Now, out here, what you've got is super volcanic ground. You've got things like this that almost look like fossilized stone, and obviously they find rubies, they find some pretty cool stuff in this dirt. So to me, anything is worth looking for out here. Today, I'm going to be punching pretty deep. I'm using my 16-inch coil, which is a depth coil. It will not pick up so much on the fine targets, but if there is a big target in the ground, it will find it. Stay tuned and let's see what we find. Our junky sounding target. We dug right into the middle of the creek and we found fashion of old. Somebody missing a belt buckle? Is that yours, Casey? No. Is that yours, Toby?
No, it's not.
I might go make myself a belt. Okay, so I've just happened across a little spot in the bank here that I think looks good for a test pan. I can see a bit of iron, I can see very old ground, a bit of clay holding it together, and lots of fractured bedrock. Now I believe, this being where it is, if there's any gold up there, there should be a trace of it here. So I'll do a test pan and I'll let you know. Alright guys, I think I've removed enough here that I'm going to be able to get a good indication in my pan. So I've concentrated all that down into one pan, and I'm going to pan that out and look for any indication of gold. Now any indication of gold here could mean a couple of things. It means it can be coming from up the creek, obviously alluvial, could be coming down the hill. Now if they found a great alluvial spot, the old timers back in the day, they would then work from the creek up the mountain until they reached the final source of the gold and sunk the shaft. So that's a process they called loaming. Right, I do have an indication of gold in the pan. It's really fine, I can see it. But what else is cool is there's a tiny zircon and a tiny sapphire. I was not even trying to get those two. But yeah, I can see traces of really fine gold in there. That doesn't mean that there's not bigger pieces around here, but the fact that we now have a new little zircon and a new little sapphire in our collection. Finding gems without even trying. Go to Gemtown. But yeah, I believe I'm going to keep on the gold because I'm finding gems anyway, and I'll let you know. Little gold nugget. Little tiny gold nugget. Little tiny gold nugget. There's rock gold at Rubyvale. Zircon, sapphires. Wow. That's panning, guys. So we've had a ball today. Went up to the top of this gully, this creek gully. It's got gullies running all into it. All right, I did find fine gold, more down the bottom here than I did up top. And also, I'm panning out sapphires, like handfuls of them, honestly. I'll tell you where it is if you want to follow the tour. Like and share, hit me up, and maybe you can join me.